Hello everyone and welcome to a smash look at Horizon. Fraz here as always, and this is a game by L3O Interactive, published by Iceberg Interactive. So what is Horizon? Well, it's a single player turn-based 4X strategy game, oh yes. Plenty of galactic exploration and conquest flung in for good measure. Like always, we check the options. Now, I will note there was a little options menu as you're starting the game, always just to kind of select either if you want it windowed, borderless, or exclusive full screen. Plus you get to select the resolution. Now, this is what we've got. We get cinematic quality, you get texture quality, which can go low, medium, or high. You get your resolution, and it works quite nicely. It's nice to see a game, you know, the resolution locks in the game, not the monitor. Your VSync and whatnot, it's a bit, because it's a PC game, and it's like, that's all you get. But when you get in the game, you probably see why it doesn't matter so much. And you get your audio, which is broken up quite well. It's like master, music, SFX, cinematics, UI. There you go. A restart might be required if you want the changes to, you know, take effect. So what does the game offer you, you may ask? Well, there's a hell of a lot, actually. A hell of a lot. Being a 4X strategy game, you're going to have a lot to do. Now, it is turn-based battles do happen in the game. It's an interesting way it's done, in fact, which I will show you soon. There is two different ways to actually play the game. Now, if you go... if I can find it again. When you're setting up the game, it allows you to actually have scenario set to normal or classic. One is you sort of like get really story based and whatnot, and the other is more your sandbox. Say, here, go have fun, have all the technology you want, break crap, do this, do that. So it's like it's there for you to have fun, really. Now there is a lot of races in this, a lot. So when you start a new game, you're greeted with a screen, as you can see here. Now each race has a set of different sort of abilities and, you know, their homeworld system, aptitudes, technologies that might be available to them. Yeah, we animation up here of the character as well, which is quite nice. Now these pop up when you're actually conversing with them during the game, which is quite a nice touch, quite a nice little touch. Hint, hint, Galactic Civilization did that pretty well too. Now, you will see the sort of similarity between Galactic Civilizations, and I like 4X type games like Galactic Civilization, Sins of Soul Empire, Homeworld. Anyone that sees Homeworld, get out. Door. I get it, don't worry. But yes, you get some interesting individuals here. Now, I'm not going to try and pronounce half of them. Kamzak, Kantari, Gargle, Human. You know, because now I have started the game and it's went through loads of tutorials and having to learn the, you know, the groundwork of the game. Took a long while, but it's got a good amount of depth in it and whatnot. So, I mean, each race will have their advantages, disadvantages, what you might want to actually produce. Like, humans have nuclear engines, these are all using fusion engines, but your technology grows over time. And the story, I must admit, the story is really, really nice in this. It's really, really nice. So you get to, you know, huge galaxies, you can select your quality of stars, jeez. Habitable planets, special planets, you know, anomalies, like this will actually be black holes and etc. Stuff that might try to kill you. And the humans get to start, you know, in the Milky Way, which is quite a nice touch, actually, quite a nice touch. Although I don't understand why Pluto's habitable. I'll show you that, because actually in the game. So this is definitely a game that's quite appealed to me in a big way because of where it's set and whatnot. But we've started a little game, so I'll just give it a wee load up here and we can show you the gameplay, of course. Now there is one thing, of course, with being a 4X strategy game and whatnot. There is a huge tech tree. Huge tech tree. Which is just, if I go in here in the tech tree, it's just like, this is your research. So you get propulsion, armor, electronics, biotech, construction, weapons. This is for humans themselves. And it's like, you can like click on one and it takes more scientists off of one onto another. And then within each one, you can select, right, I want more focus on, say, scanners, or right now I'm focusing on just getting interstellar comms up and running quite effectively, because more races are coming in, the more you can communicate with them. And hopefully not try and kill you. I've already had a race try and, like, obliterate me, so I sent in 2 massive, like, cruisers, and they're just like, oh crap. And, you know, your armor and whatnot, there is a heck of a lot you could, like, in the battles, you can board ships, you can destroy them, you can take over the planets, it's just, there is a lot to keep a hold of, but with it being turn-based, you can, you know, right, click here, do this, this, and this, and away you go and take your turn. Now, the really races I've actually got here so far is, these guys hate me. They actually hate me, my guts. These are all sort of neutral, friendly. These guys were pretty friendly, these guys were pretty friendly. But these guys declared war on me because, like, they were just getting hostile, and then they just went, we don't like you anymore. It's like, okay, fine, now I'll come and beat you up. And they were sitting in this region. I think they still are sitting in that region, actually. Probably take out that planet at some point. Maybe not during the video, but they had a cruiser and 2 scouts, so I sent in 2 cruisers, and the fight went on quite a little while, and it's nice to fighting, but I also feel it could use some touch-ups, and you'll see what I mean when we get to some battles. So yes, there's a lot to show you guys. Maybe a slightly lengthier video, but there's a lot. As I said, that's a tech tree, just huge. And you get turns to take stuff. I mean, this is no way going to be short game for you guys. I mean, if you want civilization type material, you got it right here. If you want to spend all through the night into the little hours, well, there you go. Now, the design is a big part that I really quite like. And as you go, you know, your new technologies open up and your weapons increase and specials and whatnot. But you've got your, you know, your small scouts, get different sort of like nice models here, as I would say, and each one has a sort of available space. Now if I click like this guy and take that off, just, you know, double click, and it gives me 10 space back. But if I want to, you know, put maybe it onto the front, I just do this and select that, I'll put it on the front. It says available space left is still 5, but that's not really much for anything else. But you've got all your stuff here, which is kinda needed. And these are your special slots, which takes, you know, supply base, colonizers, pods, etc. And your bigger ships will take more of that on them. Like if I go to the salt pod, or as I've called it, yes, discard that. This was a little guy who was like colonizing and whatnot. Or no, that's wrong. Colonizers there. The assault podder is a ship that I've made to board other ships, and if there's shields, you need to take down the shields first, because it was one of the first missions actually. But I took most of the stuff off and was like, right, I'm going to put assault shuttles on this, laser cannons. You still get 30 space left, but it's like, this will make it faster, get it out there and get it done. The colonizers, of course, you need colonizer pods, and the thing is, once you've used the colonizer pods on a planet, you have to send it back to a planet that has a satellite sort of thing, one of these big stations, to sort of refit itself. I mean, I actually didn't have one of these on your main planet to start with. You've got to build it. So you've got to build it to be able to then colonize more planets. Everything links into each other quite nicely. But you get your medium stuff, which is, you know, nice models here. Just, you know, they have the basic design mostly. Then you get your large. I've called this the Sub X1 because I've got 2 of these guys that went in. These were the cruisers that went in and were beating the crap out of the enemy. But you get some nice models here, and you can design them how you want with your weapons you want. As technology improves, hull improves, everything improves over, you know, time. I haven't managed to actually get to play with a mothership yet. Like always though, your mothership's going to be a bigger, far bigger ship compared to anything here. I mean, you look at power available, that, and the mothership's just like, they're going to be the far bigger ships on the battlefield, but move at a slower pace, and well, they'll take a lot more of a pounding. Then you get your stations, which are quite nice. These are sort of orbital defences, you could say. Now if I return to this, and then if I go to our lovely sector, we can click on Earth. I've got the orbital, the starbase is in orbit right now. The shipyard, I haven't quite allowed, well, we're going to click that. There you go, this tells you turns left to building. Now you have a sort of credit system, which is, it's like, you get an income of these credit system. It allows you to, like, first of all, start building stuff. But then you can actually click this to make it go quicker. Like if I do this, then it's just got 1 turn to go before we have that done. Now if we go into that, and it's saying we only have under 1 billion, I think that's 1 billion BC. I don't know. And then in each planet you've got the sort of trade, government, entertainment, farming, industry, research. Some planets are better than others, like resources, so you might want to gear it towards industry and whatnot. And other planets are a bit so you might want to have entertainment and stuff to bring in income and whatnot. So I mean, like, you get to upgrade each one, but if I go to, I got Mars. I go to Mars. Now the first thing I ask you is like get government going, so you know he's established and whatnot, which is fair enough. And then it's like, right, we need some farming to, you know, give food supplies, and here it's like, you know, food produced, food consumed, food trade. And it's telling, I was upgrading this again to the hydroponic farms, which tells you how long it's, you know, how much is complete, how many turns till it takes and whatnot to actually get it complete. And the same as with Pluto. Now this is one thing I can't colonize Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, but I can colonize Pluto. Think about that a second. The thing is, what I really like about this game is this little sort of animation sequences, the little sort of cutscenes of like when you colonize, sends down some drop pods, you know, plant down in the ground and whatnot. And Pluto is like all snowy and wintry, and like Mars was this red planet, as you know, you common knowledge knows. There's quite nice little touches, but I mean that's all. I've went to other sort of areas and been like, you know, exploring and such, but the map is huge. I made this map small. It was like 30 stars, I think it was, and it's just, that's a small map, so you're going to be in this for a while. And as you've seen, I've only met a few of the local races. I still get 5 to actually discover, but these are all fairly friendly until you know, tick them off in one way or another. These guys were the thing that sort of started the story. And you had to go investigate their ship. And other people were like, oh, we need to investigate that, and you know, everything's like, ah, crap. So I mean, there is a lot to actually dig your teeth into in this game. But I mean, the way the sort of movement system works is like you click on, well, the way I've been working actually is like you click on your ship, and then you get a various amount of orders you can give them. Your orbit is what you do for a planet if you want it to orbit round, obviously, the planet, but usually you do that for if you want them to sort of engage troops or enemies, should I say, at the planet and such. But then it's the way to find out if a planet's habitable, you've got to survey the planet. Scouts are pretty good for that. You can also survey the systems, which is quite nice. Now, my colonizer ship is actually able to colonize again, because he's head back to the Earth, where there's a lovely big massive station for him to resupply at. But there's a lot you can do. For some reason I can add pod racing as the first thing for everything, because why the hell not? Who loves pod racing? Guess that's a thing. And well, maybe like go-karts or something in space. Now the enemy will sort of like dance around a little bit. Like right now in my sector, Barzarg, and these guys are pretty dormant. They just don't move at all. I don't know why. I don't like when zooming in and out. I don't know why it makes this noise. I'd kind of prefer it to just not make that noise. It might be an option actually to turn it off, but It's like, why make this noise? Why? But hey, let us get some move to there. I'm gonna have these guys move into here. You just hit turn. Oh, and this is a little sequence you get news of like how everybody's doing, and you know, it's a bit cheesy, a wee bit cheesy, but in our top story today, the population of birds that exceeds that of all other races. Oh, wonderful. What have we got? Humans. We get 6.3 billion. They've got 9.7 billion. We're doing alright, we're doing alright. Now, after each turn, you get a sort of like galaxy news and military news. Mostly stuff's going to come out of your military news for like now, unless you discover items or your diplomacy and whatnot. It's basically a roundup of what's happened, which is always quite nice. And we have another sub-X, I think. Right. Order to move to here. Now what you can actually do is, if I double click, I can then zoom in. And this is your screen you usually see in BAO. If I just, you know, wander around a little bit, you can actually, you know, click here, go to Pluto and see what's here. Which is this probe thing that everybody seems to be interested in. You just click back and now you're away you go. So most of everything's going to come from this screen. And you can actually move this around, which is quite nice. You can actually move the UI around, which is always quite nice. So we're just sending some guys over to this place because we might be able to find a fight for you guys. They arrived at the destination. Good, good, good. Right, you. Right, scouts over there. You are meant to be moving over to here. Now if I click these guys and if I hit orbit, I want them to go in orbit. Can you destroy the colony maybe? They get more ships? Ah, they do. Oh dear. Now, I really like the music in BAO. The music otherwise is a bit, but in BAO it's really cool. So right, we have 2 scouts. It looks like, yep, 3 scouts and 2 battleships. Now you can't actually like. What I keep trying to do is like select everything, and it's like no, don't do that. What you can do is if I click done, move him to there, move him to there. Everything moves a bit quickly in this, which is quite nice. And there's some nice background of planets and such. Ah, we've got our other big guy in here, but he's quite a bit away. Gonna need him to come down. Gonna need you to come down. Oh dear. We're gonna be in a fight soon enough. Right. Can we fire on them? Now that's nuclear warheads they've just fired, which is quite a nice thing. Now, it looks kind of daft when it's just sitting right at the front. But they do, like, they take a turn to go across, so I think I'll do the same with you guys. Oh! They're just trying to destroy the missiles. Fine then, be that way. Right. Now, it's also important to notice, like, this green bar here is very, very, very important because it starts to get damaged and you can actually turn your ship around to avoid it being damaged right through, because if it goes red and it gets to 0, they can actually pierce the hull, blow up your ship. Pretty no given. But it's quite nice to be a bit tactical because it's a bit footy at times, but you can be a bit tactical with turning your ship round. And some of your weapons on the other side too, when you have take a turn, fire weapons, you can actually turn it round and fire the other weapons. Especially when you have these 2 guys sitting here. And that's quite damaged on the front there. That's a good example of like, I wish I could just hold him up, but On the red, it's just it's showing you how many, and so a few more shots and that will be destroyed. But if he turns around and makes his good side sort of take the hits, then he's not going to blow up in the next turn. I mean, if I hit spacebar though, it'll just do it automatically for you, which is, you know, to some people they might want to do. I feel having a more active role is quite nice. But you do have your scan, you've got your weight, you've got your comms. You can also board, attack, and then, well, one, you know, has to be signed out because it just wants to do that. And you get your power levels and your amount of moves you can actually do. I think he's done just now. And that all missed, annoyingly. I'm gonna have him wait. Oh, nice. Very nice, very nice. As I mean, the warheads fire and then they, you know, take a turn to go. The warheads don't exactly sit in mid-air. But it is a turn-based game, so do keep that in mind. I'm gonna have him wait. What? Uh-huh. I was in the middle of something, damn it. I'm gonna engage the sector so we get down here. Done. Ow. 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 Now he's managed to actually not take any hits from that yet. Ooh, those missiles just firing at him. So from the front, I mean, these type of things, because they've got sort of more cannons on the front facing forward, are pretty good. Now it's a good thing, it's like if you know your front strong point and whatnot, but you can have it any way you want for your ships. Have it on the side, you know, have one sitting on their side just firing along. But it's something to keep in mind, is like if you're focusing on a point on the ships, just keep at it because you'll destroy it. If you suddenly go around somewhere else, it feels like you're restarting. Part of you might not actually like that though. Part of you may be like, right, I should be able to hit them wherever I want and it still does damage. But me, personally, I quite like it. It's a nice little touch and nice tactical sort of thing. You're going to be done. Come on. Come on. But also they can damage your weapons. And it tells you what's out of like arc. But they can actually damage the weapons, so that's why the ship didn't get damaged. And you can also turn things off. Because those two are going to hit that. Nice. Get down here, buddy. Oh, nice hit there, actually. Very nice hit. I feel like moving him so he can actually get the other things back in contact. But we have another guy coming down. Ow, ow. Come on, kill him. He's almost here. I feel like he might need to back off a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. And get rid of him. He's still not dead. Come on. Aim. Just teasing. He's just like flying. Oh, now they're hitting him. Oh, okay. Well, that's him out of the way. Quite nice, quite nice. We've got 2 laser cannons, but why are they not firing? Yep, you get your butt down here. Come on, get the 3rd one down here. Now it is good to note though that the ships do repair when they get back to the sort of like sat stations and whatnot. So I mean, although he's quite damaged right now. Hello! I'm here to help. He's almost here. Yay, we have a scout who actually can be obliterated by those ships. This is also good to know. Like, if he gets hit, like, twice, he gets obliterated by them. Oh, that was a nice shot, actually. I feel like I should, like, focus on one, but it's kind of a bit hard when they're just, like, beating the crap out of me. What I should have done is have all 3 ships leave at the same time. That other one that's flying down left, like, a turn before these two, so it's like, oh god, help. Can he fire anything else? No. That's what I mean. One turn it just blows up the scouts. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, didn't need that anyway. Come on, you. Ooh, that was a good hit. Again, another pretty good hit. He's almost there though. But his back is getting kind of attacked quite badly there. But I do really, as I said, I really like the music in this bit. Oh, he's nearly there. I think he only has one weapon working at his side now, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. He's having 2 nuclear weapons come at him. Come on, you. Actually, he's almost dead though. He's actually almost dead. Like. Nice! Now we can all focus on this bugger here. Yes, is you. Hi! Now I'm doing this, it's sort of surrounding, but I'm kind of trying to keep them there. He has no weapons to use. Now, I do actually get confused. It's like when you look at it, the target's actually facing the front, always on the picture. So it's like, oh, I'm shooting at that bit, but you might not actually be shooting at that bit. So you have to keep that slightly in mind as well. It's just a nice minor thing, by the way. Don't worry about it. Come on, we can kill this guy. He has literally no weapons. I don't even know if he can move. Can he move? Yes. Fire. There we go. Scout 2. Yep. That was our turn done. Did I say I was finished? I didn't say I was finished. Come here. Yes. Still another ship down there, annoyingly. Hi there. How are you doing? How are you today? This is the gist of the combat. I mean, I can actually... Actually, I don't want to click spacebar. But this is just as a combat, really. You're fighting like this, and the models are alright. I mean, it's not a graphically intensive game in any shape or form. But I feel like it could use a little touch on the map. I enjoy the combat, but it feels like it's missing something. There's a lot involved in it, but it just feels like it's like, it could use a little bit of tweaking. But I'm not going to have this video going any longer. Guys, I've enjoyed my time with Horizon, and I'm probably going to play more because I love 4X strategy games. You guys decide for yourself if you like the video, if you like the game, should I say. And I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I shall see you all next time.